Today I'm going to ask you to think back to the last time that you did something creative. Now, if that's difficult to remember, then maybe you should reconsider your idea of what it means to be creative. Osho, an Indian philosopher, argues that anything done joyfully or with love is considered creative. Osho is considered one of the 10 people among Gandhi and Buddha who have changed the destiny of India. He gained popularity in the late 60s due to his controversial views and criticisms of socialism and mainstream religions. And while he may not be around anymore, I believe his ideas on creativity in particular are timeless and ask you to reconsider long-standing beliefs that our society has taught us. Osho emphasized the importance of media, of meditation, mindfulness, love, courage, and creativity. And he believes that these qualities are often suppressed by adherence to static belief systems and religious traditions. He's written many books, but they're often transcribed from the many speeches that he's made so that younger generations will be able to learn from his work. Osho has been described by the London Sunday Times as the 1,000 makers of the 20th century and by American author Tom Robbins as the most dangerous man since Jesus Christ. This speech in particular was given to an audience in London, England after he fled India from persecution. As in all his speeches, he uses a calm, almost meditative tone that requires the audience to deeply process what he is talking about as he speaks. I find this speech really important because it's one of the first speeches that inspired his book, Creativity: Unleashing the Forces Within, which I highly recommend. And even today, significant authors from Lady Gaga to Tom Robbins quote this exact speech, and as it offers answers to the challenging question, what does it mean to be creative? Osho says that if you believe you are uncreative, you will become uncreative because that belief will obstruct and continuously negate all the possibilities of seeking your creative potential. It will not allow your energy to flow because you will continuously say, I am uncreative. I know how this belief is created. You may not have been a gold medalist, or you may not have been top of your class. Your painting may not have won appreciation, but you play on your flute and neighbors report it to the police. Just because of these things, you get the wrong belief that you are uncreative. Very few people are accepted as creative in our society. A few painters, a few poets, it's 1 in a million. But this is foolish. Watch children and you will see that all children are creative. By and by, we destroy their creativity. We force wrong beliefs on them and we distract them. We make them more and more economical and politically ambitious. Nobody is born uncreative, but we make 99% of people uncreative. If you purify yourself of these conditionings, you'll suddenly see that you have the ability to be creative. A creative act enhances the beauty of the world. It gives something to the world. It never takes away from it. A creative person comes into the world and enhances the beauty of it. A song here, a painting there. He makes the world dance better, enjoy better, love better, and meditate better. When he leaves the world, he leaves a better world behind him. Nobody may know him, or somebody may know him. That is not the point. But he leaves the world a better world, tremendously fulfilled, because his life has had some inherent value. So if you are seeking something else in the name of creativity, then drop the idea of being creative. If you really want to be creative, there is no question of money, success, prestige, and respectability. Once you understand this, then you enjoy the activity. Then each act has an intrinsic value. You dance because you like dancing. You dance because you delight in it. If somebody appreciates it, then good. You can feel grateful. If somebody appreciates it, it's good. You feel grateful. If nobody appreciates, it's none of their business and you shouldn't be worried about it. You dance, you enjoyed, and you are already fulfilled. Whatsoever you do, if you do it joyfully, if you do it lovingly, if your act of doing is not purely economical, then it is creative. Maybe nobody comes to know about it. History will not account for it. Newspapers will not publish your name and pictures. But that is irrelevant. You enjoyed it, and the value is intrinsic. What I find interesting from that speech is that Osho doesn't pre-plan his speeches. Audience members ask him questions and he answers them. While this wouldn't be recommended for someone like myself who is new to public speaking, he is obviously very well versed in his answers. I find the most effective part of Osho's presentation style is his tone. His calm manner combined with his use of dramatic pauses requires you to not only listen, but gives you time to process the extent of the information that he's trying to convey. His speech is also effective in that it continuously drives home his thesis of the importance of creativity. He is able to relate to the audience by speaking on a common area of interest that is often neglected by society. He relates to the audience by giving very general examples, and then he gives his opinion and offers a solution. Osho argues that creativity should be found in small activities such as dancing or cooking. If something is done joyfully and lovingly, then it is creative and gives your life value. Thanks.